Hola,
What up, dog?
chilling.
Word.
I'm gonna try to get this set up.
No, you're
I
fine.
need to do this
Take
way.
your take your time. So I added a few extra slides.
Okay.
One, the very last slide before questions is going to be about the ab challenge.
Okay.
Um, I in my group we have had a hellacious excitement.
Oh my God, I haven't posted that yet. Shit.
It's okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
This just we'll make it today as the announcement. So
Okay.
I'll just say that both groups are doing it. And I'm going to go over what I think every group should do. So mandatory collagen and hair, skin, and nails for each person. So that way we can, increase elasticity of the skin. And I mean, here's the deal, spot reduction, fat loss doesn't work. However,
Right.
you can improve the skin in your abs. You can build more abdominal muscle to fill in, excess skin if you're a mom or you've had accelerated, you lost a ton of weight. And it says eat 100 grams of protein a day. If they're going to eat more protein, they're automatically going to lose weight and their abs are going to look better anyway. So
Right.
they're going to get results. They're drinking 100 ounces of water a day. They're going to get results. They're going to eat more protein. They're going to get results. If they lotion their troubled areas, they're going to get results. And then collagen and hair, skin, and nails. I do believe in both products. I'm not bullshitting them. I use hair, skin, and nails for my beard, and I'm very, very happy with it. So I think that the combination of those two will increase the results that they're getting. Not to mention,
Am I sideways? Sorry.
yes, you're sideways.
Am I now?
Yeah, you just flipped around.
How the
There, you're gone.
son of a? Can you see me? Where we at? Where we at in life?
You're good right there.
Okay. Sorry. Continue what you're saying about hair, skin, and nails.
Yeah, I'm a believer in it. That's all I'm saying. And I think that if they drink water, lotion troubled areas, which by the way, I use your link for lotion. I gave them two choices, your link or like a $8 Jergens firming lotion. So
yeah,
they can. So if you
which I mean, to be honest, it's probably like about the same. It's just Mary Kay.
No,
I know it works.
But anyway, if you get any sales, then and you don't recognize the names, it's my group. So,
okay.
What else? But anyways, this is going to be very general. This won't last more than an hour. We're going to run through it pretty fast. Just focus on some things to give them tips to be excited about the upcoming challenge and all that. So we already have 8 people in the waiting room, so that's a good sign. And there was 66 registered last time I looked. Let's see if I can look real quick. God damn it. Mm-hmm. $73.
Oh yeah.
That's
damn.
Good. We only had 50 for our first one. And the second one, I think we only had 40. So that's a good sign. And I will say last February, my sales absolutely blew goat.
Nice.
I don't know what.
Oh, in a good way?
No, in a bad way. In a bad way.
Okay.
Yeah, not goat blowing in a pleasurable way. And but my March was insane. There was a huge jump in March, and part of it's tax refunds. And the other thing is like January, you do Herbalife or some bullshit Whole30 diet, and then you see your friends who's doing the transformation challenge and they're getting results. Next thing you know, you get a second influx of people who are, motivated as hell. And so I think March, I sold 24,000 in January, and I'm gonna sell 18 or 19,000 this month. Which is a shorter month, but I'm still selling about $100 a day less. But I'm hoping to get close to 25,000 next month, which would be 7,500 commissions. So it's it blows up. This time last year, I was selling 4,000 a month, and that's all I did for 6 years. So, which I'm not complaining. That made my truck payment, so I'm not complaining, right? But If you do it right and you use the transformation challenge, I went from like 100 people to 700 people over the last 12 months. So it explodes. You just gotta you gotta treat it as full. I mean, now it is for me, but
Yeah.
before that, it was always a side hustle, and I didn't. Some days I checked in, and some days I didn't. And then all of a sudden, once I made it a priority, people started getting better results, and just shit explodes. I mean, it really does. But
That's what I need to do. I haven't taken initiative to start the conversation with people about buying them and why they should. Like, I've just been kind of like, oh yeah, like if you want to talk about it, you can. I need to like be more aggressive about it.
Yeah, I would try to get every premium client you have in the app on the phone within the next 30 days.
Okay.
Try to talk to 2 or 3 of them, or maybe, I don't know how many you got premium, but do 5 a week. And in that, be like, hey, look, I think I failed you. We could do so much better this next challenge. How can I help you? And then you can say, I want to make sure you're drinking your water, hitting your protein goal, making sure you don't have any vitamin deficiencies. And that way you can kind of, you can do it through whole food, but man, I struggle with it too. Maybe level 1 or Formula 1, or that's how I do it. And that's actually how JC and I teach it. Is we want to educate, we want to help them. We're not trying to sell them supplements. We're just telling them,
right,
you're gonna get better results if you hit the vitamins and minerals your body needs, or you hit the protein goals that you need. I can't do it without protein powder. I can't do it without, microfactor or whatever. So I'm going to let people, we have 12, which I did tell everybody that if they couldn't make it, register anyway, and we'll send them a copy. So I don't care if 20 people's on it,
right,
or, 200, we'll still get a bunch of people to watch. All right. So I'm going to let them in.
Okay.
The worst part is, like, as everybody comes in at once, there's this big lag of them connecting to audio. So they kind of
like, can they hear us?
Yeah, they can, right? Well, some of them can. About half of them are still connecting. So you're always in this weird spot where you're like, do I talk now? Do I talk now? Do I talk now? So it takes a little bit of time, but still got 3 connecting, 4 connecting. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. I know there'll be people bouncing on and off to get their audio working and whatnot. So no worries there. We'll BS for a few minutes. We got over 70 people that are supposed to be on the call. Now, a lot of them will be doing the recording version, so they won't be watching live with us, but you all are, and we appreciate you. So obviously, throughout the call, feel free to ask questions, use the chat, raise your hand, anything at all. So our goal is to have us done with this in 1 hour. Now, obviously, if there's a bunch of great questions or whatnot, we'll go later than that. But today we're going to do a generalized weight loss tips, things that you could be doing or should be doing that you may or may not be, whether it's because Margaret and I failed to tell you these tips or, whatever. So our goal is tonight to get you all on board on the weight loss train or the fitness train or the weight gain and muscle gain. All these tips are going to help you with all these goals and then some. So overall health, whatever it is, we're going to help you get it. So I see a lot of names I recognize, see some names I don't recognize. So I'm really excited to have you all hanging out with Margaret and I. Whitney Swan's actually a phenomenal trainer too. Glad that she's on here. She'll be able to add in her 2 cents as we go. So, and anybody can, obviously. Yes, I absolutely ask questions. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen if I do this correctly. Sometimes I screw up, and it looks like it's going to be this time. What the heck is going on? Show all windows. That's not it either. There we go. Man, I don't know. Zoom was messing with me. Questions? I'm just kidding. Not the last slide. We're going to go to the first. Maybe. maybe going to the first. My computer froze. Give me a second. All right, guys. Margaret, do me a favor. If there's any questions, I can't see from my end the chat, so
Okay.
feel free to take over that part. Hey,
All
we're
right.
going to learn how to lose weight fast. So if you don't know me, my name is Dustin Holston. I'm a certified nutritionist, certified weight loss specialist, personal trainer, sports nutritionist. I got a lot of hats. This is my full-time job. I own Advanced Nutrition Solutions. I'm also one of 20 sponsored advisors with First Form out of 10,000 coaches. I have a master's degree from Marshall University in business. However, nutrition and training's been my love for over 20 years. And so over the time, I've received countless certifications to better help my education and to provide as much quality nutrition and training advice as possible. 2017, I won a governor award for helping West Virginians lose weight and get healthy. Now 75% of my clients are outside of West Virginia, so it's kind of escalated. So many of you all are all over the place. Margaret, she was a winner of the $10,000 2019 fall challenge, I believe. She won 10 grand. She's an ex-college athlete. She's a badass trainer. She does sports training and fitness and things like that. She's also an advisor in the Transformation app, and her advertisements are used constantly with First Form, reaching hundreds of thousands of accounts each time. I think one of them was like 189,000. It was crazy. I don't even know if Mo knew that.
No, I didn't. I can't see that stuff.
Yeah, anyway, I'll explain how I did it.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but yeah, a ton. She's actually been to the new headquarters and I have not, so I am super jealous. I was supposed to go in August, but had a little.
You didn't go? I didn't know you didn't go.
Yeah, I had a health scare and I couldn't fly, so I'm actually supposed to go next month. So
oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I went to the old headquarters back in the day, which was cool as heck anyway, but they didn't have a gym, so they actually had agreements with countless gyms in the area for their employees. So we were all over the place. It was pretty cool. All right, Margaret, you want to introduce yourself anymore? Anything else?
No, I think you covered it. Hey, it's me.
Margaret's my homie. I'm glad to be involved with her. So, well, on the nutrition side today, I'm going to take over a little bit because of my background. But, over the years, I've developed what I call accelerated weight loss. And it is, and we're going to go over calories in, calories out, and why that's flawed here in a second. But my goal is when I work with a client or a transformer is to help attack fat loss or muscle gain or toning or whatever your goal is from a myriad of approaches, a variety of approaches. So we're going to look at improving gut health. We're going to look at insulin resistance, optimizing hormones. We're going to look at stress management. We're going to look at, water consumption, protein, activity, resistance. There's a number of there's technically 8 steps to my accelerated weight loss. And that's how many of my clients get phenomenal results, because we look at it from a wide angle of a variety of sources. Now, a nutritionist is not considered a medical professional. So what I'm sharing with you today is based off experience, clinical studies, and all that. Make sure that you are healthy enough to start any diet or fitness regimen before taking any of these tips in. Here's a question. All these people got phenomenal results. What fat burners were these people on? The answer is, well, maybe. What's going on? None. Sorry, there was a delayed 3-click on this one. Now, I am actually a fan of fat burners. So I wasn't trying to say I wasn't a fan of fat burners. However, there is a place for them, and they're not necessarily for everybody. You can get phenomenal results without fat burners. That's the only thing I wanted to prove there. So why is CICO flawed? So CICO stands for calories in, calories out. And so if you look online or you start working with a trainer or whatever, they always say, eat less than your body needs, you'll lose weight. Well, 97% of people who diet fail. So how successful is eating less than your body needs? 30% successful. yeah, that's garbage. That's terrible. 3 out of 100 is not good. It's flawed. So why is it flawed? So I'm going to use Margaret as an example and say she wants to lose. We're going to pretend Margaret's 200 pounds and she wants to get down to 150 pounds. And Margaret says, "Hey, Dustin, I heard that I need to eat less calories than my body needs. How many calories should I eat?" And I say, "Oh, let's start off with 1,700 calories." And so she starts eating 1,700 calories and she starts getting results. And then after 3 or 4 weeks, she stops getting results. She plateaus. She goes, "Dustin, what should I do?" And I'm going to go, "I don't know. Let's cut more calories." So now she's going down to 1,400 calories. She loses more weight for 3 or 4 weeks. Then she stops again. She goes, "Dustin, I don't know what to do." And I'm going to be like, "Eat 1,100 calories." She goes down to 1,100 calories. She starts feeling super weak. She like really bad energy levels, feels miserable, and she stops losing weight again. What do you do then? Do you go down to 800 calories? It's flawed. It doesn't work. And I'm going to explain why. So when we do calories in, calories out, we're not looking at anything other than energy. So when we eat less than our body needs, our body uses fat stores and muscle stores as energy. Everybody hears about fat. Nobody hears about muscle. But in reality, muscle is an energy source too. The problem is a pound of muscle only has about 700 calories. A pound of fat has 3,500 calories. So it's when we lose muscle, we lose it really, really fast. And if we're focused on calories only, as we lose weight, we're going to lose fat and muscle. So in that scenario, Mo lost 20 pounds, but she lost 10 pounds of muscle when she cut her calories to 1,700. 1 pound of muscle is 10 calories per day of your metabolism. Muscle is the biggest part of your metabolism. Even if you don't have much muscle, it's still 10 calories per pound. When she lost 10 pounds of muscle, her metabolism crashed by 100 calories. So we cut calories again. She lost another 20 pounds. Well, the problem is she lost another 10 pounds and she lost muscle, and she lost another 100 calories off of her metabolism. Your metabolism crashes when you cut calories and don't look at the bigger picture. Eventually you get to a point where the only way you can lose additional weight is to continue cutting calories. I don't know if anybody read, and I will send you a link. I wrote an article on starvation mode. Starvation mode isn't what people think it is, but it is real. If you start eating less than 1,000 calories for an extended amount of time, your body will stop losing weight and actually start decreasing core processes in the body. Your core temperature will drop. This is from a study in the 1940s where they starved men for 6 months. And after 6 months, their body temperature decreased by 2 degrees. Their pulse went down to like 40. Their respirations, their breathing went down. They started having hallucinations. They started having mental struggles. One guy actually chopped his hand off. This is not a lie. This is a true story. Sorry for being gross. Cutting calories to a point that your body is sorry, that was gross. Probably should have gave you a warning there. My bad. But when we cut calories that extreme, there's nothing good that can happen. And you may be losing weight, but guess what? You're going to be losing muscle, which is your frame, which is what makes you look good naked. You don't want that to happen. Okay, so calories in, calories out is not the only thing we need to look at. Nope, sorry. So what do you do? So yes, calories in, calories out is a principle that you do first have to look at. However, if we maximize water consumption, if we make sure that we're eating the right vitamins and minerals in our diet, that'll help increase your metabolism. If we're eating enough protein, it'll actually increase your metabolism even while you lose weight. If we're doing resistance training and cardio, if we're reducing stress, we're sleeping well, if we're optimizing hormones, whether it's thyroid function or insulin and blood sugar, whether we're looking at testosterone or estrogen, by doing all of these things, improving gut health, etc., we're going to attack fat or tone or gain muscle or whatever your goals are from a variety of sources. This will actually increase your appetite as we lose weight. Normally, if we do it correctly, we won't even have to cut your calories more than maybe once. We probably shouldn't even plateau until you hit your goal. Now, we may need to make some subtle changes here and there, but it shouldn't be major, okay? So here's a couple of the, God bless. Here are a couple of the tips we have. So water consumption is super important. Being dehydrated will actually decrease your metabolism, which means you will burn less fat. There was one study that I read that being dehydrated can cut your metabolism by 20%. The most powerful legal fat burners in the world burn around or increase metabolism by 10%. So if you're dehydrated and you take a fat burner, you're still 10% off of the amount of calories you could be burning by just being hydrated. If you're not drinking 100 ounces or more of water a day, then you're not doing your body any favor. Not to mention, for water weight to go away, we need water. The water hormone works backwards. Our bodies are like cactuses or camels. We hold water when there isn't much water around. So if we're not drinking water, the body becomes a sponge and holds on to everything. That's why our rings don't fit. That's why our pants don't fit, things like that. If we start drinking a lot of water, the water hormone goes, oh, we have clean water. It's fine. You start peeing a lot, and that peeing a lot is actually reducing water weight. I had a client lose 14 pounds in the first week of going on a lower carb, higher water diet just by flushing out all the bad. 14 pounds in a week. Crazy. Actually, the same week, I had a client lose 13 pounds on the same exact diet. It's the most I've ever had was someone lose 14 and 13 pounds in the same week. Bloat. Bloat is this irritating, horrible feeling that we get when we eat high carb meals, or we get gassy, or we don't drink enough water, or we start holding a ton of water weight. Bloat adds pounds of water weight to us. Bloat is dangerous. Bloat makes our body have to work harder, whether it's our heart beating harder or our joints hurting. Bloat's not cool. Guess what reduces bloat? 3 big things. 1, drinking more water. Secondly, reducing sodium. And third, this is super important, sugar holds 4 grams of water inside the body per gram of sugar. If you eat 300 grams of sugar one day, your body will hold another 1,200 grams of water, which is about 3 pounds of water, additional water weight, just because you ate a ton of sugar. So reducing sugars, reducing sodium, drinking more water, you will lose pounds of water weight, which is good. And I will punch you, not literally, physically, or not physically, but mentally, if you say it's only water weight. Guess what? Water weight's dangerous. Having water weight is not a good thing. So if you lose 7 pounds the first week, that's fantastic. I don't give a crap if it's water or fat or a mixture of both. Get it off. Be healthy. That's the first step. Margaret, any tips there?
No, I'm learning a lot already. I didn't know any of this.
Margaret's awesome. All right. So that's bloat. Gut health. Guys, I used to be a bro. And Margaret's probably in the same book as me. You know, we used to be, working out hard, eating protein. That's the 2 most important things if you want to look good and feel good. Well, guys, over the last 20 years, research on gut health and weight loss, or gut health and muscle gain, or gut health and toning has come out to share so much incredible information with us. If our gut health is poor, we don't absorb the foods we eat. And when we don't absorb them, our body has to do something with that food. Sometimes it just sits in your belly. It causes us to be constipated. Sometimes it makes us have IBS-D, which is diarrhea, and we're going to the bathroom all the time, which means our body's not using the food anyway. Sometimes it makes us store excess body fat. Don't want that either, obviously. There was a study done about 20 years ago where a set of twins, they were adult twins. One twin was overweight. She was morbidly obese. The other twin was normal weight. They actually siphoned the bacteria of both of their stomachs and injected them into 2 rats from the same litter. They fed both rats the same exact food. One rat gained weight exponentially faster than the other one. Guess what? That one got the obese twin's gut bacteria. I can promise you, one of the best decisions I made last year was to focus on gut health. Now, how do we do this? Okay. Also, 90% of our serotonin in our brain comes from our gut. Now, I'm not saying I'm someone who struggles from mental health. I'm not saying that that's going to magically improve your cognitive function and your mental health, but there is a direct correlation there. Your immune system is your first line of defense against pathogens. So having a optimal gut will help you with all these, but it'll also make you lose weight. It also increases your metabolism. Now, if you want to do this without supplement, you can. So you need to eat 5 to 7 servings of fruits and veggies a day. It has to be a diverse group of fruits and vegetables, okay? Reason why is if you eat broccoli 7 times a day, then you're only getting the vitamins and minerals in broccoli. Broccoli is different than Brussels sprouts, it's different than strawberries, it's different than asparagus, it's different than squash. You need a wide variety because that's where we get majority of our vitamins and minerals, but it's also where we get our good gut health. Now, one major thing, you got to make sure you're eating fermented foods. Studies say that you need 3 servings of fermented foods a day. Kombucha, kimchi, Greek yogurt, sauerkraut. I eat 3 of those a year in a good year. Okay. That's how our body creates, or excuse me, resupplies good gut bacteria. The actual probiotics are in those foods, right? They're cultured, which means they have healthy gut bacteria in them. Our gut bacteria, we have a war going on. We have bad gut bacteria, which feeds on sugar, and we have good gut bacteria that feeds on fiber. With the good gut bacteria, they populate slower, so you have to either A, constantly feed them good food, or B, you got to add good gut bacteria into your diet, which is fermented foods. So studies say that 3 servings of fermented foods and 5 to 7 servings of fruits and veggies that are different each day will be enough to increase gut health, which will help with the immune system, weight loss, holding less water weight, bloat, all those good things. I personally take OptiGreens 50 and OptiReds 50 by First Form because it has probiotics, digestive enzymes, it has blood sugar regulators in it, it has antioxidants, plenty of stuff that's going to help me stay regular and help optimize my metabolism. Now, one quick thing, when you change your diet, this is 100% natural, guys, and I think you'll learn a lot right here. When you change your when you eat food, your body creates digestive enzymes based off of the food that you typically eat. If you eat junk, your body starts doing really well at digesting junk. Well, guess what? You're like, Dustin says I need to eat 160 grams of protein a day. So I started eating 160 grams of protein a day, and you get constipated. That's normal. The reason why is your body creates digestive enzymes based upon the food that you eat regularly. And when you change your diet, your body takes a good week to 10 days to get used to it. By taking OptiGreens, you introduce plant-based enzymes to your gut, which starts breaking up the food better. You won't be constipated. Now, some people who have severe constipation and IBS, I do suggest Metamucil or stool softeners, especially several times a week. Okay, if you have questions, feel free to ask me towards the end on this one. Increasing protein, limiting carbs. We know that protein is the most important macronutrient. Protein helps not only with hormones, our thyroid hormone needs, our thyroid needs protein just to create T3 and T4, the powerful metabolism boosting hormones. Hair, skin, and nails. We're going to get to that later. Cartilage, bone, teeth, muscle, rebuilding structure in the body. Our liver is made out of protein. Our heart's made out of protein. Protein does so much things in the body, but it also helps increase toning. It helps increase the metabolism. It makes us look good naked, all those things. Studies say that we need to be somewhere between 0.8 and 1.2 grams per goal body weight. Normally we just say 1 gram per goal body weight. If you want to weigh 150, get close to 150 grams of protein. Unless you have known kidney issues, then you need to have a talk with your doctor. 99.9% of Americans can eat 1 gram per goal body weight and have no issues. Bad carbs, on the other hand, cause blood sugar spikes. Whether you're insulin resistant, pre-diabetes, diabetes, PCOS, things like that, blood sugar is still not your friend. So by spiking blood sugar, you are going to cause more weight gain, especially around the waist. And you're going to be hungrier more. Blood sugar spikes immediately crash because of insulin. Those crashes, so your blood sugar goes up, insulin reduces it, it makes a crash. When you're this low, your body automatically wants more carbs because it's a good feeling to have high blood sugar. Not good for your waistline. If you're going to eat bad carbs, do it around a workout. If you're going to eat bad carbs sitting at your desk at work, you're going to gain body fat. That's just how our body works. Insulin resistance, as your body uses more and more insulin and you become older and older, that's when we start having diabetes, PCOS, weight gain. Obviously, PCOS now starting in teenagers. I actually have a client whose son has fatty liver at 10 years old. That's caused by high fructose corn syrup, unless they're an alcoholic. And luckily, her 10-year-old isn't an alcoholic. We want to make sure we're cut. Now, not all carbs are bad. Potatoes, rices, whole grains, fruits, things like that are perfectly fine. We're talking about refined carbohydrates, white bread, white rice. We're talking about Little Debbie cakes, everything that you really, really are craving right now. You need to limit. Activity. Walk an extra 30 minutes a day. One of the most best things you can do. It's even better if you do it immediately after a large meal. Your body starts using those calories better, keeps blood sugar down, helps you lose weight. If you walk 30 minutes, you burn approximately 200 calories. This is important because it has no effect on the hormone ghrelin. Ghrelin is a hormone. It's ghrelin or ghrelin, depending if you're redneck like me or not, is a hormone that makes us hungry. And so it peaked. Ghrelin's a mother fudger. And it's a horrible hormone that our ancestors needed because it prevented them to starve to death. They'd eat a water buffalo today. They wouldn't eat for 3 days. Ghrelin would increase and say, Dustin, you're starving. I'm making you starve so you find food today. Well, in 2021, it peaks 2 times. 1, after you do resistance training. 2, when you diet for more than 3 days. So it is a anti-diet hormone. It's a mother fudger. That's why I say that. But however, walking does not increase ghrelin. Working out does, which is still important. If you burn 200 extra calories a day for a year, you'll lose 20 pounds of fat. Walking doesn't take a gym membership, right? Cool. Resistance exercises. So every time I hear somebody say, hey, I want to tone, I don't want to work out because it'll make me bulky, I throw up in my mouth. And Margaret can attest to this because this is something that we hear constantly, especially with women. Cardio does not burn more calories than resistance training. If you work out hard for 20 minutes with weights or body weight exercises or run for 20 minutes, you actually burn more calories lifting weights. Not to mention you burn more future calories with lifting weights because your body continues to burn calories after you work out, because of something called EPOC, exercise post-oxygen consumption. This is super geeky, I apologize. But basically your body burns calories even after you work out because your body has to calm down and reduce blood pressure and all those things. Also, when we work out, we build lean muscle, and that lean muscle burns more calories. Like I said in the metabolism situation, where if you lose muscle, you lose your metabolism. If we gain muscle, and we talk about toned muscle, sexy muscle, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, we burn more calories. I see a question. Hold on.
I didn't see it pop up.
I would like to get ripped. Well, we're going to help you do that, Michelle, so no worries. All right. Secondly, this is going to blow your mind. You should always do resistance exercises first and cardio second if your goal is fat loss. And the reason why is when we work out with weights or body weight exercises or resistant bands, we burn carbs that are stored in our muscles called glycogen. Okay. For your body to burn fat, it's got to use optimally, you have to use your glycogen stores first. And so when you work out, you're going to use the glycogen stores. So then when you do cardio, it focuses on fat loss. If you flip it, you're going to have a terrible workout because your body is going to burn through its energy sources first, which is going to make your workout less effective and make you burn less fat. So there's actually a big point of actually doing this. 95% of people do it backwards. And I understand. I do cardio first, then I work out. It's actually not the most optimal way of doing it. So if you learned anything today, that may be the only thing you learn. I'm fine with it. Overall suggestions: drink 100 ounces of water a day. 2, increase protein to at least 100 grams of protein a day, but 80% of goal body weight is optimal. If you don't work out, I would stop at about 100 grams of protein. If you do absolutely no workouts at all, I think 100 grams still should be your goal. However, if you're doing, hopefully you're working out, whether it's push-ups and crunches in your living room or whatever, you want to do at least 0.8 times your goal body weight. 1 gram per goal body weight is probably even better. Walk 30 minutes extra a day, guys. 200 extra calories a day just by walking. I don't care if you're on your phone like this or whatever. You're talking to the neighborhood kid. I don't care. Just move. Decrease sugars and sodas. Guys, it's so hard to lose weight if you're still drinking soda. right? I don't mind a couple diets a day. And you're going to hear people go, oh, diets cause brain cancers. Well, sugar causes diabetes. Sugar causes all kinds of crap. So I don't like that argument at all. I have that argument with my mom weekly, but stop the soda. If you got to do a couple of diets a day, I don't mind. Literally, I don't care. Just make sure we're getting that 100 ounces of water. Improve gut health. Guys, if we improve gut health, you're going to hold on to less waste. You're going to increase your metabolism. You're going to get natural energy. I didn't mention that earlier, but a lot of our energy comes from our gut. Super important stuff. Okay. Anything you want to add there, Mo?
No. Okay. So you know how I talked about gut health on the last slide and about drinking kombucha or however you say it?
Kombucha. Yeah.
Kombucha. Okay. Fun fact, if you drink too much of that, you're going to hate your life and you're going to stay in the bathroom for hours and hours. I may have accidentally done that. So I recommend reds and greens because I feel like they're better.
Yeah. And guys,
anyways, continue.
No, that's great. That's great information I did not know.
Yeah, because I had to Google it and it says if you drink it too much, it'll cause gut like distress. So I know when
but I barely know.
Yeah, it does, Emily. Yeah, I didn't know. It gives you like a laxative effect.
Yeah,
I drank like 3 like the glass bottles of it in 1 week. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Drink your reds and greens.
Yeah, that's something I would never take. I would never drink kombucha. I don't like sauerkraut. I do like Greek yogurt, but I'm not going to eat that 3 times a day to make sure that I optimize my gut health. And, let's see, hold on. Chris, I am a huge fan of 0-calorie sweeteners. So you'll hear some people say, oh, it's bad for you. I don't care. So Mio, Crystal Light, BCAAs, L-carnitine, any of those added to your water counts towards your water goals. Now, if it has caffeine in it, I don't count it because caffeine has a diuretic effect, which means it's going to cause us to be dehydrated, which is the opposite of what we want. So if you do drink a lot of caffeine like I do, make sure that you don't count that's megawatt. Because I got to work out after this. So yeah, that doesn't count towards my water goal. Let's see. Yeah, sugar-free chocolate, that's actually a good one too. So our body has sugar alcohols, which is what they use as sweetener in some keto foods and for sugar-free treats. Sugar alcohols are cool because they don't cause that much spike in blood sugar, so they're healthy for diabetics. However, there's a laxative effect in about 50% of people who ingest large amounts of sugar alcohols. Watch out. Don't want to be there. Also, with greens and reds, there is a period. If your gut health is crappy, which is funny because gut health crap, you get it. You can have a period of 3 or 4 days where you go to the bathroom more. And the whole idea is your body's literally been holding so much waste that it's trying to correct that. And sometimes it overly corrects it, which is actually a good thing. You're going to be losing a lot of waste weight, which is great. But you may be like, hey, is this going to last forever? No, it won't. If you start getting that effect, you can go down to a half serving a day, which is 1 scoop of each to help out. Guys, OptiGreens is my favorite product. I taught a class on it last week. Yeah, I absolutely adore OptiGreens. One of the best supplements out there.
Same, retweet. I agree.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna fly through a couple things real quick. Tracking macros. Guys, if you don't track your macros, Margaret and I cannot help you. One of the most awkward conversations in the world that I have, and I'm sure Margaret has too, is someone saying, hey, look, I'm not losing weight. And I go, all right, let me see your macros. So I log into the app and they've never tracked. And I'm like, oh, do you use MyFitnessPal? No, I eat healthy. Guys, we don't know what we eat unless we track. Guys, I'm a nutritionist. I've been working in fitness for 20 years. When I don't track, I'm way off compared to what I think I'm at. I may be 50 grams off in protein and I might be 300 calories over and not know it. And guys, this is my career, right? We don't know what we don't eat. You got to track. I understand it sucks the first few days. You got to track. right? There is we can't make recommendations. We can't help you if you don't track. First Form app is amazing because you can track your macros and it sends Margaret and I a report. You do what's called an assessment at the end of the week. I like mine on Fridays and Saturdays. It sends me this nice little report that shows you everything you ate. It answers a few questions that it asks you, and it shows us your progress photos. That gives us the opportunity to dive deep into your food logs and decide if you need to make any recommendations. If you're doing great, we'll say, heck yeah, you're doing amazing. Keep it up. If there's things that I think that we can do better, like for instance, if I think you're being short on your vitamins and minerals, which play a huge role in your metabolism, I'll say, hey, look, let's increase fruits and veggies or look at a quality daily nutrient pack. We're here to help you, but we can't help you if you don't track your foods. Now, the premium app allows you to track your foods at $6 a month or $50 a year. I can guarantee you that $6 a month is worth its weight in gold. It is the best deal out there. And I hear people, well, MyFitnessPal is free. MyFitnessPal doesn't have a coach that can help you lose weight. MyFitnessPal doesn't have free exercises and webinars and all kinds of additional features. MyFitnessPal doesn't have a direct link to a registered dietitian that you can have questions and answers with. Obviously, Margaret and I can answer 99% of those questions, but we can also refer you to a registered dietitian if you have chronic health issues or things that you might need. $6 a month, guys. Please, please, please upgrade to premium. Now, if you don't know how to track your macros, there is one thing you have to do in the app. And I just posted that in my Facebook group this morning. But you have to go to menu, nutrition, and select macro calorie counting, and then click save. That allows you to then do MyFitnessPal-esque things where you can go to meal one and type in that you had, 8 ounces of burger and half serving of rice, and it adds it and subtracts from your total amount of calories, protein, carbs, and fats. To make sure you do that. A lot of people are like, oh, because it automatically doesn't have that feature turned on. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So make sure you do that. Any tips on that, Mo?
Yeah, I was gonna say, not tracking your macros is like spending your money without checking your bank account. Like you wouldn't do that. I would say like balancing your checkbook. We don't do that anymore. But you're not gonna like blindly swipe your debit card. So why are you blindly eating?
That is a great analogy.
Add her up.
I've never thought about that one. That's a good one. All right, we're talking about supplements real quick. Supplement something that we were missing from our diet. They're not mandatory. I've had clients get phenomenal results without supplements. But guys, here's the issue. We're talking about micronutrients first. Micronutrients are vitamins and minerals and other things. Macronutrients are calorie-based protein, carbs, fats. So with micronutrients are oil for our car, okay? Where macronutrients are gasoline. So carbs, fats, proteins are gasoline. Micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals are the oil for your car, okay? You can't run a car without gasoline and oil. If you start getting low on oil, your car starts breaking down, right? I don't know a hell of a lot about cars, but I know that. If you run out of gas, then you also break down. Micronutrients are the oil of our body. Another analogy I've heard is the inside of a beautiful new home. You're building this beautiful home, the countertops and the woodworking and the crown molding. That is calories. That's protein, carbs, and fat. The foundation of the house is micronutrients. The nails in the house are micronutrients. So vitamins and minerals play a huge role. And I can guarantee you that 92% of Americans are deficient in at least one micronutrient on any given day. So out of everybody on this call, there might be one or two that have the right vitamin and mineral profile. I can guarantee you I do not unless I take a daily nutrient pack. Margaret and I suggest Microfactor. It's got 3 multivitamins in it. It also has 8 billion CFUs of probiotics, which is a lot of probiotics. It has essential fatty acids for heart and cognitive function and joint pain. It has antioxidants. It has CoQ10, which is a powerful antioxidant for your heart. And if you're old like me, that means something. And it's got fruits and veggies caps. So you have a variety of things in one package. So 6 different products in one. It's about $2 a day. But here's the deal. If you're eating 5 to 7 servings of veggies and fruits a day, and some whole grains, and some fermented foods, CoQ10 is almost impossible to get without supplementation. 5 pounds of beef liver equals 100 milligrams of CoQ10. So unfortunately, that's one that none of us are going to get without supplementation. That's what you need to do to be at a point where you don't need a multivitamin. Okay, so that's just me, right? And I can tell you, optimizing your micronutrients is going to increase your metabolism. You're going to feel better. You're going to have natural energy. B vitamins, for instance, are essential for natural energy. And when you eat less, your energy automatically goes down. So we need to make sure that we're hitting our multivitamins. Chris loved the bank account analogy. That's why I have Margaret on these calls. She's good. OptiGreens. Again, you don't have to have OptiGreens for gut health, okay? But I can tell you, I don't have a client that eats 5 to 7 servings of a wide array of vegetables and fruits that also eat 3 servings of fermented foods a day. So if you can do that, you can optimize gut health. If you can't, you're just like me and Mo. Greens is going to help you, okay? Greens, I promise you, if you have poor gut health, you will lose 2 to 3 pounds a week the first month by optimizing gut health. If you have weight to lose, obviously, if you don't have much weight to lose, you'll still lose weight, but it won't be quite as much. Level 1.
Hey,
oh, go ahead.
Brianna has a question. She said, does the fruit and veggies pill and microfactor basically act as OptiGreens and Reds?
That is a great question. And the answer is no, not quite. However, microfactor does have 8 billion CFUs of probiotic, which is great. So that definitely replaces the fermented foods requirement. However, the greens and reds cap is about 1/10 of a dose of OptiGreens. And so you're not getting quite, now granted, it's a great place to start, obviously. I take both, but it's not a direct replacement. It's also not a direct replacement for fish oil. There's a small amount of fish oil that's in microfactor, but it's not enough omega-3s to compensate unless you're eating 2 or 3 servings of wild caught freshwater fatty fish a week. So the goal of microfactor is to fill gaps in your diet. Full mega and OptiGreens fill holes in your diet, right? So there's the difference there. Thank you, Brianna. She's kicking butt, by the way. She's doing awesome. So again, you don't have to have level 1 or Formula 1 to hit your protein goal. All right, and I can probably eat it if I wanted to eat, 10 ounces of sirloin, which I love, every day, along with what I eat for regularly. Then I could eat 200 grams of protein a day, which is my goal. However, it's a lot easier for me to mix coffee with level 1, and then before bed, make a double mug cake of 50 grams of protein. That's 75, and then I eat my meals the rest of the day and hit my 200. Formula 1 is a post-workout protein. However, it's very not filling. So I do have a lot of clients that like Formula 1, especially if they've had lap band before or procedures like that, because it's very light on the stomach. It's not a meal replacement like level 1, which is a little thicker, digests slower. So I do have a lot of clients who use Formula 1 to increase their protein without feeling, heavy after drinking it. I talked about omega-3 fatty acids a little bit. Omega-3 fatty acids are important for reducing inflammation inside the body. Omega-3 fatty acids help with cognitive function, eye health, heart health, reducing blood cholesterol levels, increasing good cholesterol levels. Important for so many different features. Actually helps you lose weight. There's a direct link with metabolism and water weight with it. To get enough fatty acids that your body needs each week, you need around 2,000 to 4,000 milligrams, which comes out to about 3 servings of salmon a week. Most of us don't get it. So full mega is 2,500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, 1,500 coming from EPA and DHA, the powerful fatty acids that help with cognitive function, inflammation in the body. I'm telling you, if you're an ex-athlete or you're someone like me that set the bench but had a car wreck when I was younger, so I still have aches and pains, full mega is the first thing I suggest. Joint mobility is the second one. You take those 2 things, you're going to naturally see much, much better relief in your joints. Now, I did say earlier that you don't need fat burners to lose weight, but there's 2 times that Margaret and I believe in fat burners, okay? The first one is if you're someone that's failed on your diet before, okay, and you struggled with energy levels, you struggled with appetite, because obviously when you change your diet, your body starts craving the things that you used to eat. Fat burner is going to be really good at that point. It's going to give you energy. It's going to suppress the appetite a little bit. It's also going to optimize hormones. Now, if you've dieted and you've kicked butt and you've lost 30 pounds and you're trying to get that last 15 off, fat burners are also great at busting through plateaus. So I have suggested using a plateau buster, aka a fat burner, to help us increase the metabolism a little bit to allow the body to release more fat. Again, it's not for everybody. I've had clients lose well over 100 pounds in a year without a fat burner. I had a client lose 151 pounds in 12 months using a fat burner. They both work. We just got to figure out which one's right for you if you need it. If you don't need it, don't take it. Now, if you have any health conditions, check with your doctor to see if you're healthy enough to start a fat burner. The one that we suggest is the 1DB Fast Pack. So it is 3 products in one of which is OptiGreens 50, which is like my favorite product. So it's cool that it's in there. The reason why it's in there is we know by having 10 servings of veggies, probiotics, digestive enzymes, blood sugar regulators, and more, you're going to increase your metabolism and lose more weight. You're also going to absorb the food that you're eating better, including the protein, because if you're going to eat all that protein, you better use it. That's the way I see it. If I'm eating 200 grams of protein and drinking 3 shakes a day, I better be getting that protein in. So that's going to help. Thyroid Drive is a stimulant-free fat burner that increases the metabolism by giving the thyroid what it needs to increase output. Now, this does not mean it's going to put you in hyperthyroidism. What it's going to do is just give your body what it needs to create the T3 and T4 that is needed. Okay, so Thyroid Drive has a direct link to increasing your core metabolic rate. 1DB is the crown jewel of the bunch. Everybody loves it because it optimizes hormones, it makes you feel better, gives you energy, fat burns. It can be a little heavy on stimulants, so I always start with 1 dose, not 2, to make sure you test it because it can give you a little bit too much energy. But it's going to crush cravings and all that. So I do suggest it if you are healthy enough and you failed on your diet before. It's a good way to start off on the right path. Not for everybody, though. Don't have to have it. We're not saying you have to have it. We just wanted to educate you on when we do suggest it. Now, Margaret and I came up with this freaking amazing idea, and I've already released it into my supplement or my group. Margaret's going to do so today or tomorrow. We're going to do a 30-day ab challenge, and it's going to start March 1st. Here's the deal, guys. Spot reduction fat loss doesn't work, and it's going to break your heart. And you've probably heard this a million times in your life. If you want better abs, you do crunches, right? Well, unfortunately, fat doesn't burn from the areas that you're working out. It seems like it would, right? If I want bigger arms, I work out my arms. Well, that's because you're building muscle underneath it. In theory, if you have fat over top of your abs and you start doing a lot of crunches, your waist will get bigger because you're building up the muscle underneath it and you're not in a calorie deficit. You're not focusing on nutrition. So it won't actually do anything about making your abs flatter. If spot reduction fat loss was true, then every lady in the world would have big boobs, big butt, and a flat abs. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work that way, right? So
unfortunately, you're right.
Yeah, right. So, but you can increase the elasticity of the skin. You can help pull the skin tighter. You can help build the abdominal wall, especially ladies who have had babies recently or even in the past. These are things that I say we, like I'm a dude, but anyway, we all struggle a little bit when it comes to our abs, even me. So here are a scientific way of attacking the abs. And we're doing it in March for 2 reasons. One, it's the Transformation Challenge ends, I think, the first week of March. So this is going to be a good thing to do between challenges, but also summer's coming, guys. And I can guarantee you, and I promise you, I can actually guarantee you, if you do these things every single day for 30 days, you're going to have better abs. I'm not saying that you will have a 6-pack in 30 days, but I will say that you are going to have more toned, better features in your abdominal area. So this is what you have to do every single day. Number 1, 200 crunches a day. I like crunches because it's better on your back. When you do a full sit-up, it can be hard on your lower back. And really all we're trying to do is engage the abs, get that little that happens at the top of each rep. But it's 200 crunches a day. You can do 25, 8 times a day. You can do 200 at once. I'm going to do mine right before bed. I'm doing this with you all, by the way. 100 ounces of water a day. We talked about how important this is. A lot of people hold a lot of bloat in their abdominal area. If we can reduce water weight and bloat, our abs magically look better. Plus, water increases the metabolism. 100 grams of protein a day, minimum, every single day. This is going to help our bodies optimize metabolism, help us get more toned, help with the skin, because guys, like I said earlier, the skin actually needs protein to grow and to enhance. Also hair, skin, and nails. By the way, hair, skin, and nails is protein, all those things. 5 servings of veggies a day. You don't have to have OptiGreens. However, I am going to use OptiGreens to get my 5 servings of veggies a day. Come here, buddy. You gotta go to bed. Oh, thank you. Come here, give me a hug. My son is obsessed with his soccer ball. He goes to bed with it every night.
Oh my God.
Say hi, guys. Okay. No, you can't have a drink. You have a good night's sleep, okay? All right.
He's the cutest.
Thank you. Thank you. He is. We played basketball the entire evening for hours today. He's a good kid. He's only 16 months old. He's awesome. Anyway, he's still fun. He's 16 months old. So 5 servings of veggies a day or OptiGreens. Guys, this is super important for increasing gut health, which is also going to reduce water weight and bloat, help increase the metabolism. Second, this is of the daily things. Lotion troubled areas twice a day. Margaret and I came up with 2 really good options for firming the skin, because guys, the more hydrated we keep our troubled areas, the more that it tightens, right? We want to increase elasticity. We want to tighten the abs. So if you have issues with cellulite or other areas, lotion them twice a day too. These things are going to help every single thing that we're trying to shoot for. Weekly, workout with weights or resistance 3 to 5 times. This can be push-ups, crunches, or automatically crunches, but it can be push-ups, it can be a real workout, it can be resistant bands, I don't care. But we need to create some muscle pump. That way we're in a more anabolic state, which sounds scary, but it just means our body's burning fat predominantly. So 3 to 5 times a week, at least. You can work out every day if you want to. You're gonna do crunches every day. I'm talking about in addition to that. Now, mandatory supplements. If you want to be in our ab challenge and be in our accountability groups, you got to buy 2 products from First Form. The first one is First Form's collagen. It is the best collagen in the market. It's 20 grams of collagen from 5 different sources. So you're getting a variety. Collagen isn't collagen. There's a variety of different, they name them by subsets. So there's like collagen 1, collagen 2, collagen 3, collagen 4. And so First Form uses a variety of the most important collagens for skin elasticity, for bone regrowth, for ligaments and cartilage, for hair, skin, and nails. Okay, it's going to help with wrinkles too. I'm a big fan of collagen. My hairline is far better today than it was a month ago. Also, my beard's growing something fierce. Secondly, Hair, Skin, and Nails Essentials. Hair, Skin, and Nails Essential is a phenomenal multivitamin. It's full of biotin and B3 and all kinds of important B vitamins, but it also has, a bunch of other vitamins and minerals, a ton of vitamins and minerals that help increase directly the elasticity of the skin, not to mention helping with wrinkles, helping with all the fillers there, helping with your hair. It's amazing. I take Hair, Skin, and Nails. I take collagen. These are things that I really believe in. They also have a 110% money back guarantee. Margaret and I will help you get the refund if you use it every day for 30 days and you did not see results. But I can guarantee you, I will guarantee you 110% money back guarantee on those 2 products. And if you do those above things, you're going to see phenomenal results. And if you keep it up for the month of April and the month of May, you're going to see phenomenal results before summer. I can't promise you a 6-pack, okay? I'm not promising you that. I'm saying that you will have easily seen changes in your abdominal wall and with elasticity of skin and helping with troubled areas with cellulite and all that. Let me check these comments. I'm sorry. Collagen is a powder. Sorry, Mo, you answered that.
Okay.
Have a French vanilla, which mixes brilliantly with coffee. I have it in my cold brew each morning.
Wait, they have flavored? They have flavored?
Yeah, they just added the flavored varieties. They have a fruity one, and I know this sounds really weird, but a good friend of mine mixes it with Greek yogurt, and she says it tastes like Fruity Pebbles as a Greek yogurt. So
Yeah.
that's what she does. She actually mixes it together and puts it on a rice cake, Greek yogurt and the fruity one. They have a flavorless one, which I've used before, but I use the French vanilla. I take a shaker, I use about 12 to 6. I love cold brew. So I do 12 or 16 ounces of cold brew. I do a scoop of French vanilla collagen. I shake the crap out of it. And then I get my Yeti tumbler. I fill it up with ice. I use about 4 ounces of whole milk. And I then put the cold brew in it, mix it up, and it is Starbucks-esque. And it has 15 grams of collagen, which is protein. So you're really getting a jump on that too. But it's awesome. And it tastes great. Literally just with those things, it tastes freaking amazing. Yes, he hates Emily. It's a long story. Well, Jolene, we're going to help you there, obviously. So definitely check out the ab challenge. Christina, my wife, is in charge of it in my fitness group. Margaret's doing herself in hers. So make sure you check that out. Any questions on the ab challenge? Or any questions in general? So you have 2 really good trainers. You got countless certifications. You got, we've coached thousands combined. Let us know what questions you have. You can unmute yourself, you can raise your hand, or you can just put them in the chat. Sorry, I should have said something before my face was like, boom.
I learned a lot. I didn't realize a lot of the stuff you went over today you hadn't mentioned before.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
It helped. And guys, like, I don't know if you all know this or not. So I'm one of 5 coaches with First Form that actually trains their trainers. So we actually have 10,000 trainers that work with First Form. And not all of them are active, but there's 10,000 total. And so I'm in charge of teaching supplementation and nutrition, me and one other coach. He actually works full time with First Form. And so we teach classes 5 days a week on supplements and nutrition. So many of the trainers out there have taken my class. Margaret's been on one of my classes before. And so I'm actually I don't say in charge, but I'm actually one of the teachers that teaches sort of a college level class on nutrition and supplementation each day.
Okay, there's questions coming in.
All right, let me scroll up.
Oh, another 8-week challenge.
Yeah, so there's 2 things going on. One, First Form has a year-round transformation challenge. So if you haven't joined our team, one of our teams in the challenge, make sure you message us. But so there's a year-round challenge where somebody will win 50 grand for having the best transformation between their first day, whether it's today or January 1st through December 31st. Secondly, there's a total of 4 different $50,000 challenges that are just 8 weeks long. This challenge will end, I think, the first week of March. And then the next one will start sometime in April. They do about a month gap. What Margaret and I are wanting to do is to keep people motivated. So that's why we're doing the ab challenge. That way people stay on top and they keep tracking their food and they kept seeing phenomenal results. So that way when the next challenge starts, they already have that motivation to keep going because they're seeing results and they're happier. Because guys, self-esteem, once you start getting some self-esteem and getting results, it's game over. You supercharge your results. So that'll be the next one. We'll start in April, but it's a year-round thing. So that automatically you want to do it year-round, but also the ab challenge is going to help you. Chris, I actually still think you should do the ab challenge. We're going to strengthen your abdominal wall, which is great for squats and deadlifts and bench press anyway. Not to mention, as you lose weight, especially if you're going to be aggressive with weight loss, this is going to help prevent any skin issues, which most people don't have. A lot of people freak out about it, but this is going to help even more prevent any type of skin issues associated with it. No, Chris, don't skip it. You don't have to do it, but I think it's a great thing to do. 200 crunches a day, nothing wrong with that. Now, if you want to do, I would just do 200 crunches. Guys, I know there's a lot of exotic ab workouts out there, but crunches are highly underrated. I'm a huge fan of them, and it's easier to do 200 crunches than 200 sit-ups or 200 V-ups or, 2 minutes of planks or whatever. I actually was on a call earlier today, and somebody was telling me that they're going to do a plank challenge. And I was like, screw you. There's no way in heck I'm ever going to do a plank challenge. Sounds terrible. I can't. You do planks, you can do planks, but I don't do planks. Oh, it's horrible. I don't know how those people do it for like hours.
I don't do them either.
Yeah, there's so much better stuff out there. I'm kidding. What else, guys? Ask us a few more questions, and then everybody can go to bed, take their reds and greens, and enjoy some sleep. Okay, is there a better time or worse time to take collagen, AM or PM? That one you don't mind. It doesn't matter. You can take collagen any time of day. Obviously, if you're going to mix it with coffee, you probably don't want to take that at night. But you don't have to mix it with coffee. You can mix it with protein shake. I've mixed it with reds and greens before, and it just kind of thickens up the consistency, but really doesn't change the flavor if you do the flavorless one. As for OptiGreens, I won't go get too sciencey because it's one of my favorite topics in the world, but greens and reds do a little bit better, like 10% better if you take them before bed. It gives your body an opportunity to better absorb the good stuff that's in them because it's not competing for food. If you take OptiGreens in the morning and then you have a snack between breakfast and lunch, and you have a lunch and then you have a snack after lunch and dinner, or after lunch, then your body's going to continue having more and more food to digest. So it's harder for your body to get that good stuff out of the reds and greens. Chris, by all means, we appreciate you, and you motivate the heck out of me. So,
amen.
Chris is a good dude. He's a firefighter and real. Actually, Margaret, he does real estate too in New Jersey. So,
love it. Love to see it.
There you go. And he's a firefighter, so he's a badass in two different ways: entrepreneur and badass. So, I'm glad I get to work with him. So. Any more questions before we hop off? I was happy that we did it. We learned a lot today in an hour. I'm actually pretty stoked that we got through this pretty well.
There's a lot on there. I didn't know the water and the sugar thing. I didn't realize that sugar made you retain water. I had no idea.
Yep. 4 grams of water per gram of sugar. That's a whole lot of water weight. That's actually one of the reasons why when people do keto, they lose so much weight so fast, which is not a bad thing. Because like I said, water weight's the devil. Water weight's horrible for you. But when you flip the keto, you stop eating sugars. So your body naturally burns through the water weight that it currently holds and causes it all to be flushed. So you'll see people lose like 8, 10, 12 pounds the first week or two on keto. And although it is a lot of water weight, and that's fine, it's because the body's no longer using carbohydrates as fuel, so that means it doesn't retain water. In theory, I know this gets complex. In theory, yes, it does count fruit. However, it's not much in fruit. Guys, people don't eat 400 grams of fruit a day, but they can easily hit 400 grams of sugar. And when I mean sugar, I mean white rice too, white bread, anything that converts to sugar really fast inside the body. Fructose, fruit sugar still converts fast in the body to regular sugar, but it's different. I'm not overly concerned. You eat a banana, you're eating like 20 grams of sugar. You're eating a little Debbie cake or a honey bun, you're eating 80 grams of sugar. It's a huge difference, right? So we're not trying to stop you from eating fruits. I'm just trying to make you mindful of when you drink that Mountain Dew that's 80 grams of sugar, you're gaining a crap ton of water weight because of it.
Ooh, energy drinks. If you drink energy drinks, they have like anywhere from 48 to 65 grams of sugar. You can get just as hyper with the ones that are 0 sugar. I actually prefer those better because I don't get lightheaded and I don't crash.
I love energy drinks. That is something I need to cut slowly out of my diet, but I'm not there yet. It's like a drug addict. It's like, eventually I want to stop taking drugs, but until then, I'm going to keep taking them.
I'm going to keep taking those drugs.
Terrible example. Actually, it was funny. The other day, I was trying to give an example on a call, and I had 75 trainers from all over North America on it. And I went on a tangent, and I was like, I can't remember what I said, but basically, I gave the worst possible analogy ever. Like, I compared supplements to drugs or something. And at the end of it, I was like, forget what I just said. Like, I made no sense at all, and I did not help you at all with what I just said. So let's just pretend I didn't say it. But the other thing is yesterday morning I had a call, and there was like 60 people on, and I like to BS for the first like 5 or 10 minutes. And I was like, "Ooh, has anybody watched the documentary on the Cecil Hotel about the girl that just vanished and all the deaths that happened in this hotel?" And all of a sudden, everybody had their Zoom camera on, and I just see people's like jaws dropped, and I'm like, "Sorry, I like serial killers and horror movies and heavy metal. I'm sorry." Like I probably like, and so anyway, the guy that teaches classes with me changed the subject to something random, and everybody was like involved. And so I felt like an idiot bringing up a documentary on somebody dying in front of 50 people who were not interested. Actually, I had 2 people message me directly during Zoom and was like, "I love that documentary. It's amazing." And I was like, "Thank you." And then like the other day, I was on a call and they were like, somebody asked what music makes us hype. And I said, a very obscure metal band. And everybody started talking about like Christian rappers and stuff. And I was like, I can't relate to this. Like, I don't listen to any of this stuff. I have no idea what they're talking about. And I start talking about, heavy metal and basically the direct opposite of Christian rappers.
Like the devil's music.
It was so bad. I was like, well, I just scared everybody again between serial killers and metal music. So I have seen all 3 of those bands multiple times. Disturbed, I've only seen once. Korn, I've seen probably 6 times. Godsmack, probably 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I'm a metalhead.
I went through a phase in junior high. I was all about it. Super emo.
Oh wow, yeah. We all did that. I'm going through that phase now. Like I'm wearing like Misfit shirts and like old school punk and stuff. And I'm 37, so But guys, I hope you all learned something. If you didn't learn something, I hope you at least enjoyed the last hour and got to make fun of Margaret and I, rant and rave about random things. Again, I think all of you are in the Transformation Challenge. If you're not, we're going to send an email tomorrow, and it'll be a BCC, so you won't know who else I'm sending this email to. It'll be a mass email, but I'm going to have Margaret and I directly our emails on it, so you can contact either one of us if you have direct questions on your training. If you haven't joined a team, the Transformation Challenge, feel free to contact either one of us. Yeah, we hope to see you. And guys, keep the fire up. Okay, one last thing, real fast, I promise. I want you to make a year goal, and then I want you to cut that in half and make a 6-month goal. And then I want you to cut that in half and make a 3-month goal. And then I want you to cut that 3 times and make a 1-month goal. And guys, by doing this, continually to set goals and know where you are on your journey, it's going to help you tremendously hit those crazy goals. You want to lose 100 pounds? Well, you got to lose 50 pounds first, which means you got to lose 25 pounds first, which means you got to lose 10 pounds first, right? So by doing that, you can keep yourself motivated. If you have a lesser goal, like you don't have to lose, you need to lose 10 pounds, find somebody on Instagram that's a optimized version of yourself. If you're a little thicker, then find somebody that's a little thicker. Don't look for Paris Hilton, in other words, right? And so say, okay, this is my goal. And so notice that you'll have to lose the weight, but then you'll have to gain some muscle to tone to get that physique. That is your year goal, or maybe your 2-year goal, or whatever it might be. But, split it up into smaller goals. Stay motivated. Guys, it's so important. Guys, once you lose your motivation, guess what happens? You gain all the weight back. 97% of people fail. I can guarantee you, if you follow Margaret and I, and you set goals, and you smash goals, actually that's what my shirt says, set goals, smash goals, set new goals, you're going to succeed. I can guarantee you my success rate and Margaret's success rate is much, much higher than 3%, which is the American average of people who actually succeed in weight loss. All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll be sending a recording tomorrow to everybody. And feel free to forward the recording to friends. No big deal there. We're not hiding anything. We're trying to help as many people as possible. Feel free to contact us directly. We would love to see you do the ab challenge. I can guarantee you results. You do those things for 30 days. I will guarantee you results, or I will refund your first form orders on hair, skin, and nails. 110% money back guarantee on hair, skin, and nails and collagen. So that's how confident we are. So
that's a good investment. 110% return.
110% return.
Or results. You can go wrong there.
Can't go wrong there. Actually, what's great about it is First Form has 110% money back guarantee on all supplements. Every single one. I've had probably 10 exchanges in 7 years. But if you need to exchange it, don't like the flavor or you just don't like the product, then you can return it and either substitute it directly or they'll give you 110% back on your money. Crazy.
Amen.
All right,
no
guys.
excuse. Got to do
All
it.
right. Y'all have a great night. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Bye, guys.